Good afternoon, people. My name's Philip, and today we're going to be doing some basic maintenance on my 2024 Volkswagen Jetta S. We're going to be helping the car to breathe better by changing out the engine air filter. We're going to help us to breathe better by also changing out the cabin air filter. This car has right at 30,000 miles on it. I took a look in the owner's manual. This is one right from VW that I pulled out of the glove box. And I'm going to be honest, unlike any other car that I've bought, VW has no maintenance schedule listed anywhere in their owner's manual. It's like, thanks a lot. In order to get the maintenance intervals, I actually had to look online. What I found out is that Volkswagen recommends 10,000 mile oil changes. We have another video about that where we ignore that and do it every 3,000. The cabin air filter, with the suggestion that it should be changed about every 20,000 miles, and the engine air filter should be checked at 30,000 miles and changed if deemed necessary. For this car in particular, I live in West Texas. West Texas is a dusty environment, and with 30,000 miles, I guarantee you the engine air filter is ready to be changed, and the cabin air filter is probably overdue. The cabin air filter, I'm going to be using the man filter. I got this off of Amazon. It cost me about $20. But this is similar to what came with the car right off the factory line. And then the number is the CUK26009. For the engine air filter, I'm upgrading to a K&N drop-in. I've got the K&N. It's the 5084. I also got this off of Amazon. I think this ran me somewhere in the neighborhood of $55. So we have one change we're going to be making on our maintenance today. So originally I said we were going to be installing the K&N filter, the 5084. However, I just opened this filter from Amazon. Let me tell you, Jeff Bezos was a failure today. Epic fail, because this thing looks like an elephant sat on it. There is no way that we're going to be throwing that in the car. So this is going to get a return to Amazon with a big fat 1 star. After a quick trip to the local AutoZone, we're going to be putting in the SA50077. They do have a premium version, but unfortunately it was out of stock, so we're going with just a plain old stock replacement. This one is a one-piece. It does not look like it's been sat on, so this is what we're going to be putting into the car. The tool list is very short. I need a T25 star head that I have mounted on a 3/8" ratchet with an extension, and that should be the only tool I need to do both the engine air filter and the cabin air filter. Let's get to it. Let's get this job done. Follow along. To change out the engine air filter on this car, it's very, very easy. So I have my air box. These are T25s, and there's 7 of them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the last 2 in the back, 6 and 7. So these bolts are not torqued on tight at all. They're, as I've said in some of my other videos, comfortably snug. And then as I unscrew these bolts, they tighten up as they get to the top of the air filter housing. 105, 106 degree day here in West Texas. It's all at 2 in the afternoon, so if you see me sweating on camera, don't mind me. If you look at my bolts, you can see that they're still in the housing assembly. Just after you undo them, you can pull them up, and they remain in the assembly, which is nice, so that way I don't need to worry about them getting lost. I should be able to just lift this entire assembly up. So I'm going to pull this filter out, and I'm going to make sure that I don't have large pieces of debris in the housing assembly. I do have some, so I'm just going to get a rag and wipe this debris out that's in here. Okay, so we slid our filter back into place. That's our new filter. We took a rag and we cleaned underneath, so we got all the debris out, and now we just simply need to bolt it back into place. So we just push them back down, and then we're going to snug them down. So once again, these were T25s. They're star bolts, and we're just going to cinch them down until they're snug. Give it just a little tiny turn, maybe 1/8 of a turn, and that'll be good enough. And when I tighten it down, there's no specific way to do it, but I kind of do it in a star pattern, just to ensure I'm getting an even clamp as I go here. Alright, last bolt. Okay, so all 7 of my bolts are snugged down. Had a little dust from the old filter that was on here, so we'll wipe that up. And that's it. And we'll be good for another 20 to 30,000 miles at this point. So the cabin air filter is located behind the glove box, and getting to it is extremely simple. Matter of fact, it should not even require tools. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open the glove box. The first thing we're going to undo, now that this glove box is undone, is we have a clip, and the clip is right here. Put my fingers behind it, just light pressure, and it undoes itself. Very very straightforward, very easy to make happen. The next thing we're going to do is there are 2 tabs on the inside of the glove box. So one is here and the other one's here. We push up on those tabs, and now the entire glove box drops down. This is our cabin air filter right here, and it has 3 tabs, 1, 2, and 3. We're simply going to push these tabs down, and that should be enough to pull this door down and get our filter out. A little bit of downward pressure, and then pry the door towards you as you do so, and that loosens it up, and that's it. I can tell it's been 30,000 miles, and yeah, we probably should have done this at like 15 to 20, because there is a whole lot of tree in there. So we're going to pull this filter out. That is that's a low grade disgusting right there. So this is going to go straight in the trash. I'm going to take that damp rag and I'm going to wipe out the inside, and then we're going to install our new cabin air filter. So this is my dampened rag. I'm just making sure I got all the debris and trash out of here. So this is my new filter, and then we're going to install our new filter. So to make life easy, it says airflow, and the arrow points down. That's how we want it. We want the arrow pointing down. So we're going to slide this filter in. It's seated all the way, and it's as simple as that, guys. So we're going to put the door back on. I'm just going to wipe any dust off the backside. So my door's in its 3 hinges, and I should be able to just push it forward and it'll snap in place. We'll put the owner's manual and everything that fell out back in. As I lift up, these tabs realign themselves. We're going to take our rod that was here, and we're going to slide it back into this groove. Close the glove box. That right there is how you change a cabin air filter. I think it took us 5 minutes, and that was with me fiddling around describing it as we did so. That's going to wrap up the video for today. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope that some of y'all found this informative and that it can help you in the future. If nothing else, I hope you found it entertaining. I have some exciting videos coming up. We're going to be doing work on just about everything. But until next time, y'all take care.